What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Mind Over Matter, where drive meets direction. I'm your host, Nick Stones, and today we got a great guest who knows how to fight mental battles and physical battles. And most importantly, he knows how to fight through adversity, and he's been a fitness trainer here at Lifetime for quite some time, and he's been training with the best of the best, helping them reach their full potential. So please welcome Joe. How you doing, bro?
Chilling today. Here.
Good. Hey, he was up and moving this morning.
Early.
5 a.m. classes. Sheesh.
Yeah, we up and at it.
Early. I hear you. Man. Hey, man, I gotta ask. Like, 5 a.m. What time? Like, what's your routine? Like, you get up at like 4 or something?
I mean, it depends on the day, but I mean, recently I've been walking away from that, like the 4 a.m. 5 a.m. starts. Like honestly, it gets you after a while. But like when I was working like in college, like NCAA spaces, like first lift starts at 6. You gotta be there early to set the movement. So like, I was traveling from home to Brooklyn at the time. I was working at LIU, so 4 a.m. was regular. Like I've been doing that in some capacity. That's 8 years. So like, you just get used to it, honestly.
Yeah, you definitely get
Nobody
used to
like
it.
it though. I'm being real with you. Like waking up at 4:30 in the morning is not fun ever.
Oh yeah,
But like
it's not.
You
do get used to it. You just gotta you gotta be consistent on it.
It's that morning conversation when you on the edge of your bed. It gets shorter.
Absolutely.
That's all it is. Because like when you first do it, it's like you did for like 30 minutes. After like the 17th time, you're like, bro, just get it. Like on some like you gonna have the same conversation.
Bro, when I play lacrosse, so we have practices at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah,
We're
bro.
so used to it.
You wake up 5 in the morning, like 5:30. So yeah, you get used to the jobs.
Nah, exactly.
Learn to balance yourself out. That's it.
It's balance. It's all about balance and time management.
Facts. Yeah.
Sure. So for the people who don't know, who is Joe and what does fitness mean to you?
What does fitness mean to you?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. But I guess like in terms of what I do, I work in the sports space, so I feel like I kind of have to be a little more analytical about how I approach fitness because I'm working with people who like are in the pro space a lot of the time. So it's like less like the money of like, oh, this body's worth X, Y, Z, and more just like this is somebody who gives a shit enough that they want to like live in their passion for as long as they can. So it's like my job is just to keep you here for as long as you can and like keep you doing whatever it is, basketball or whatever sport. So I guess for me, like fitness is just like fitness is balancing out the bullshit of life. I guess that's like the easy. That's what makes sense for me in terms of what fitness is. It's like life going to wreck you. That's like everyday shit.
Oh, yeah.
Sports is specifically like if you to ask anyone who got a degree in sports exercise, sports management, sports is destructive in nature. So like sports destroys your body. Like basketball destroys your body, football destroys your body. Everything destroys your body in like a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
So fitness, like working out, taking care of yourself, is just balancing out all the destructive forces. If you're not a professional athlete, your job might be destroying your body. Like you're sitting at a desk 8 hours a day, or like just the stress of the shit you got going on. So learning, like I said, for me, like the fitness space is just like balancing out everything that is destructive.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, I feel like also with some people don't understand too. They think it's all about physique. Really, it's all about mental too. It's all about the mental piece.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I think fitness, like the broader sense of the word, for like the average person, like not even athletes, I think is mental discipline too.
Mental discipline, yeah.
Like you get the physical attributes and gains of that. Like I feel better physically, I look better physically, and stuff like that. I perform better, but also just like the mental like discipline of just like, oh, I have to better myself. So like, yeah, no, 100%. It's mental.
So mentally. Some other question is, Joe, what originally drew you to training and coaching here at Lifetime?
At Lifetime specifically or in general?
Or maybe just in general.
That's a long story. Lifetime, I just saw shit on the internet. I'll be honest.
Like,
that's the easy way to think about it.
I mean, hey, bro, Indeed, LinkedIn.
I was on Instagram, bro.
Instagram?
I'm gonna be honest. The reason I got this job is because I wanted to inject myself in the basketball space. So, in terms of fitness in general, it's been a long path. Like I was a multi-sport athlete when I was younger, in high school and stuff like that. But I was not a good student in anything. I was not a model student. I was an asshole. If I'm being real with you. Like I was a class clown. I just like having fun. I was smart. Definitely, like in terms of like test scores.
When were you all though? We were all class clowns eventually.
Something like that, But like I would perform like top of my class and like test scores and stuff like that. But I just wouldn't show up to school. So like it was just like balancing out that and sports. Like if you've been through the process, student athlete, the first part of that student. So like I wasn't good at the student stuff, so that actually like hindered me a lot with my sports stuff in terms of playing. Like, I did play though, like and I had some good years like playing, but I definitely held myself back. I think there was like a 3-year phase where I was just like in limbo, trying to figure out what I want to do with myself. I like went to college for like a semester or two, dropped out, and I was just working. Like, and I mean, I got some crazy stories from those years, just like doing a bunch of random stuff. But I think I realized like in that space that the only thing I enjoyed doing was playing sports, as like shady as that sounds. But like I was like, all right, well, I through me being a stupid, not idiot, but like me making stupid decisions when I was like young and not like thinking about my future as well as the present moment and stuff like that. Like I put myself in a space where like the dream, like the hoop dream, is over. Like on something like, all right, I'm 20 years
Right.
old.
Sometimes like if planning doesn't work out,
Exactly. You just gotta figure it out. Nah, I don't even believe in plan Bs. I think that plan A just shifts sometimes. Like I just think that like, all right, like the overall passion was always the same. I just didn't realize it until I realized it. And then when I realized it, it was like, all right, like I might have thought my passion in this space was playing.
Right.
And now I'm realizing that, all right, well, I didn't put myself in a realistic reality position of like, this is where I'm at today. So I think I realized that I had to just shift plan A. It wasn't that I had to make a plan B. It was like, all right, sports, this world is always the passion. It's the only thing I like loved in any space in my life. So it was just like, all right, I just had to realize what I really was aligned to be in that space for. So like clearly I just wasn't aligned to be a player in that space at the level at which I wanted to be when I was younger. Right. But life put me in a space where actually all the crazy stuff I went through in those years trying to figure out my life, I think actually made me a better coach. Like 100%.
Totally. And you know something too, you mentioned sports. A lot of people tie their identity to that because one, I mean, it builds relationships. Yeah. Two, keeps you busy. 3, gives you something to talk about. 4, I say in a way it makes you feel more confident. Yeah. In a way, makes you feel confident in yourself.
Yeah, same thing with like just like getting bigger at the gym. Like
that's so yeah.
You gain 5 pounds of muscle, you notice that shit. Yeah, like 100%. Like it's like the first thing you might notice is just like, oh wow, like I look good right now. And that moment, confidence.
Confidence is key. Confidence is key. But where are you gonna go without confidence? No way.
Nah, it's life.
Yeah, I get it. If everybody won, if you feel unmotivated or discouraged, come on, man, get about the cage.
Nah, for real though. Confidence is key. And you talk about sports, is everything. Like
I'm just saying in general too.
Nah, yeah, life is everything too. Yeah. Nah, like I done put myself in situations that I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was just confident enough to show up. So and that worked out for me in the long run. Put me in positions that I am today. So sometimes you just gotta like know your worth before you know your worth, and that's confidence. So it's just like I gotta be confident enough to believe that I'm gonna make it through this, even if I'm not in my head 100% prepared for it. So, yeah,
absolutely, you got to. So my other question is, how much of fitness do you believe is mental versus physical?
I mean, there's physical aspects 100%. Like there's limits to what the human body is capable of at the end of the day. But at the same time, human body still manages to innate this daily. It was just like a high school kid who just like broke like a 10 on like a 10 time on like a 100-meter dash in high school. Like that doesn't even make sense. That's what I'm saying. So it's just like there's caps, but there definitely is a huge space where like mentality comes in, people just break through barriers. So I say it might be a 50-50 split, especially if you get into that performance space, which is the space that I live in. Because like I know a lot of people who are physically adept to do the thing, but they don't have the mental capacity to do the thing at the highest level. Like I've seen dudes fall through the cracks in the pro space, not because they weren't able to do it, but because they didn't believe that they could do it at the highest level.
They didn't have the mental capacity. So that's
like,
important.
Yeah,
that's very important. Everybody you got to have the mental capacity. So
I would say in the performance space especially, I would say it's probably like a 50-50 split. Because like, yes, like I got to have the physical attributes. I got to train every day. I got to work. I got to do the thing. But at the same time, when I get there, if I don't believe I'm the best dude or best girl on the court, like I'm not going to perform at the level that I'm
at the level that you
at that level. Like once you get to a certain level and everybody knows you're good, and it's not like you're no longer like the best dude or the best girl. Like it becomes a different mental space because I just gotta believe that I still got it. Like
you gotta adapt.
Nah, yeah,
definitely got
like I said, performance 1,000%, 50-50 split. I say
So actually, leading on to that, Joe. What's when clients? I should know it. When clients feel, because I know you got a lot of clients here, right? That came to Lifetime.
Yeah. I train most of my all-season guys like here at this one.
Yeah.
So,
I seen you all the guys. So
yeah.
that's the question I'm leading on to. So we're not even just dumb, but when clients feel stuck, discouraged, what's like the mental shift that you approach them
Uh, I would say as a coach, it depends on who I'm in the room with. It's always a push, though. Right? It's always going to be a push. Like, if someone's discouraged, if I know you can handle it, usually I'll push hard. And it's not an abusive thing or like a belittling thing. I would never do that. I think that everybody's equal. I don't believe in bullying. I don't like bullying. But, like, I do believe in pushing someone to the point, I don't say of anger, but the point of genuine frustration for the sake of finding some shit in them. And as a coach, I gotta do that a lot. Where like, if I know you can handle it, I will get under your skin.
You know something?
But if I know you can't handle it, in terms of like the aggressive push, I'm still gonna push you, but it'll just be probably more positive affirmations.
Positive affirmations, and you got onto something because that was me all my life. I've had coaches that genuinely
that coaches be digging they people out. Like you gotta chew people out sometimes as a coach. It's an accountability thing.
It's an accountability thing, but I feel like young athletes they see it as he's always hard on me, like he's bullying me. They feel like it's bullying from their perspective. But reality is, it's just coaches seeing potential.
Discipline is uncomfortable. That's a question.
You're not always gonna get comfortable with discipline. You'll get
no. You're never gonna be comfortable getting disciplined.
Yeah.
Anytime someone's disciplining you, and you gotta understand, like, as an athlete, especially as a younger athlete, I don't think they realize that like these coaches aren't your fathers, or like they're not mother figures. If you got female coaches, like, but they are figures in your life who are there to check you, hold you accountable at the highest level in what we're doing. Which means at times, like, just like your father, just like your mother, I'm gonna check you. And I'm gonna check you hard because I know you can, and I know that you're not living up to your greatness if you're not. So it's just like I'm not even mad on my end. Like I'm not. You ain't doing nothing to me. I'm annoyed at you because you just stealing from yourself. It's like watching like a family member just like live under their greatness. Like so, it's just like for me, it's like if I see a coaching moment and I know you can handle it, I'm gonna discipline you, either positively or negatively. Not negatively, but either positively or firmly positively.
yeah. Again, I get what you're saying.
But the whole thing is like I actually give a shit. Like it's just like
all coaches do give. If they weren't, if they didn't give a shit about you.
And the reason you feel uncomfortable is because you're being told something that you know is true. Exactly. That's why you're uncomfortable. Like I've been that athlete in the room. I'm getting chewed out by a coach, and I'm sitting there uncomfortable, and I'm mad at him because he's yelling at me. But I'm really mad at myself because I know I could have did that.
Exactly.
I'm really frustrated because what he's saying is something I can't do. That's why you get frustrated.
Shout out to all the coaches that mentored me the right way. Shout out to you, everybody.
Like I said, there's levels, there's points. Like you can't break into the line of like, oh, you just crazy. But at the same time, like you got to be able to be real with you.
You got to be genuine.
Especially like even on a personal training standpoint, I got to be able to be real with you sometimes. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you rather get lost to your face? No.
Because, like I said, when we come down to what we were talking at the beginning, like you gotta be real with yourself as an athlete, or even as a person who just want to get better in the fitness space. So if you're not being real with yourself, and I see that, and I'm supposed to be here to help you, sometimes I gotta be like, yo, bro, look in the mirror real quick. Yeah, you don't like that shit. Yeah.
Me versus me.
Exactly, and it's gonna be like, well, if you're uncomfortable, then do something about it.
You gotta do something.
So, like I said, it's like,
but yeah, man. It's like younger kids in my generation, they see it as bullying, but it's not bullying. They just care about you.
Nah, yeah. I think there is a generational thing too. Like I'm not old, but I'm definitely like not young as I was. I'll say like that. I'm about to be 29. So like I definitely know like the high school kids that I deal with in this space, like they don't really got that like I like to call it like that I've been punched in the face attitude. Where just like that little like chip on your shoulder. Like there's less of that out here, and I feel like that's a whole other conversation. We could talk about that for hours, but that's why we got there. But I think a big part of it, though, is a lot of time kids just aren't pushed in a space, and with the internet and everyone feeling like I can talk shit on the internet, but I can't. We don't do that in real life no more. That like there is like a weird thing with uncomfortable situations in life. Like real world uncomfortable moments have gotten weirder because people just don't do them as well. So I challenge everybody to just be uncomfortable as much as you can. Like because like you're gonna deal with uncomfortable people or uncomfortable situations. So, yeah.
And then again, that's where perseverance comes through. You gotta persevere through it.
100%.
And as I like to say, overcome the storm.
Yeah, you gotta be able to survive it. Yeah. So you gotta thug through. And a lot of that's just mental. Yeah.
It's mental aspects. That's all about the mental. Yeah. So yeah, about discipline. How do you stay disciplined on days you don't feel like showing up? If you had days.
No. Everybody got this. If anyone in your life has ever told you that they want to do the thing that they do at the same extent all the time, every day, 7 days, like I love what I do. Probably more than most people love what they do, and I know that because it's just the passion I bring to the space that I'm in, and like the energy. I know I can shift spaces just by putting my energy in, but I feel like you can only do that in spaces where you really have love for those spaces. So as someone who's passionate about what I do, I know damn well I wake up sometimes and I'm like, I don't do none of this. Like not that I hate it, I never hated it, but there's days where you just like, I'm done, bro. Like I don't work 10 days straight. I had a day off. I'm waking up at 4 in the morning. I'm going to sleep at 11 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. Like I'm just surviving. But that's the scope of any dream that you chase. So like I got homies. I've been blessed enough to like have homies who really dream chasers and chase their dreams and succeed at them. You chase any dream, you're gonna have this phase where some dudes it's like 3-4 years, some dudes it's 10 years, where you just grind it. And like there's times where you just don't want to do. You're gonna have every emotion where it's just like there's gonna be days where it's like, yo, I'm motivated. I love this shit. And there's just be days where I don't have zero motivation. And I think just keeping the broader vision in your mind at all times is an easy way to just kind of keep yourself on track and focus. Like I think there should always be something you're walking to. So like people talk like 5-year plan, 10-year plan, like whatever you want to look at vision board. Like have something though that's lofty. Like,
definitely have a vision board.
Like you gotta have like a goal that is your end term goal should scare the shit out of you. It should be something that you think that you find actually like it might make you nervous a little bit. Like on some like I don't know if I could do that because if I have a goal that's that lofty, I know it's gonna take me time to get there, but I always have something to walk through. And then on top of that, I just think that there is something to just having just like an absurd amount of just like almost blind faith in something, whether it be God or higher power or yourself or whatever. But I think you gotta have almost like foolish amounts of faith in something to ground you at all times, just to keep you level-headed and sober-minded, and then having a picture of like a goal that I'm walking to at all times that I know is a mountain. Because then I can just, I don't want to walk up this mountain today, but I've been walking up this mountain for the past 4 years.
Yeah, man. That's when you start reflecting on like how far you came.
You just start to fall in love with the process, I feel like, at that point. I just feel like it becomes less of like, I have good days and bad days, and more like the process is just what it is. There's bad days in the process, there's good days in the process, and everything in between. So it's like you just fall in love with the overall experience. It's just like, well, I guess I'm just living my life as I'm walking in the direction. And as you do that, you just see the growth as long as you don't stop walking. And I feel like a lot of people stop walking on days where they got some shit going on and don't feel comfortable, or they just not motivated and not there. And I think, like I said, I think it's less about trying to be like razor sharp, disciplined, and never messing up. Make mistakes. Don't show up to work every once in a while if you need it for your mental health. But at the same time, you should be showing up to work every day. Oh yeah. Like that's the baseline. So it's just like, all right, like love yourself, but understand what the expectation is that greatness is to do. Like I do got to show up to work. I work a lot of people. So it's just like I think it's less of like an individual like this is my thing to keep me disciplined on bad days, and more like I do the same mental process every day. Like every day, no matter what the day.
You know, you made a good point on this too. When you mentioned being surrounded by a group of homies or even girls that have goals, and that feel motivated to, just having that ambition, enthusiasm.
Yeah.
No better feeling than that, because then it'll start to ignite your own light 100%. To find your goals, your passion, and then you'll want to follow in their footsteps.
Like every once in a while as you get older in life, you'll realize like every couple of years you realize one of those pointy things your parents or your grandparents used to say to you is like 100% true. Like that whole like who you surround yourself with is who you become. That's true.
It's true.
And when you a kid, you want to hear that shit.
It wasn't capping.
Because you got one badass friend, but he mad funny. And it's just like, yo, like, you terrible as a person, but like you're hilarious and I enjoy your presence. But like, you don't realize until you get into a space where you're pouring into yourself and you're growing. Because when you grow, you realize not everybody's growing with you. So like it's just like once you start getting,
something though, it stings too.
It kind of does sting.
Like if you genuinely associate, like if you genuinely like that's your best friend.
At the beginning,
y'all are genuinely tight. It does kind of sting.
I think really getting into the space of like mental maturity with that stuff is understanding. I can still love you, but I just gotta change the parameters.
I just gotta do what's best for me.
Yeah, it's like sometimes the best thing for you is understanding that you still my man's and you still my best friend, but I don't bring you everywhere. And it's just that simple. And like that's a conversation that y'all gotta have. On some like, yo, bro, like if this is life or yo sis, this is the life you wanna live, I'm never gonna judge you. Because you don't got the right to judge nobody. Like nobody does. Like and I truly believe that. That's why I'm not sitting there and look at you no type of way. But if that's where you're going and I know that I can't bring that energy into the spaces where I'm going, then I just need to have a conversation with you on some like, yo, when I'm home, we locked in. I'm gonna go see you, bro. What's up? Let's go do something. But if I'm in those spaces, I'm not going. And it's not because I don't want to talk to you, it's because I can't bring you here if I want to. Until you're ready to be in those spaces. And it's not necessarily like sports or this or that. It's all spaces of growth.
Spaces of growth, yeah.
Once you're growing, like you realize that fast. Oh, not everybody's growing. And then you got to assess who's growing, who's not growing.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
At a different rate.
Different rate.
Some people just grow slower.
There's certain limits to people's growth. There's definitely certain limits.
Yeah, no, we all capable of different things and not capable of other things. So it's just like everyone's moving at different speeds in different directions, all at the same time. But growth always goes up at the end of the day to a certain extent. So like you always gonna find people in your spaces who are walking with you.
Absolutely.
And aligning yourself with people like that, even if they're in a whole different field, like a whole different universal energy. Like I'm like, oh, this dude working finance, but he's a good dude, and he always growing in the space. And I work in sports. I got one of my best friends is an accountant, but like he just got a job. And it's funny because everything always aligns itself. He was working for some tech company, and then now he's just got a job working for like a major like fighting league, like a UFC league. Like it's like the second biggest like ultimate fighting league behind UFC.
Man.
So it's like, oh, let's go full circle. Now I'm in a space where it's like, hey, like in a couple of years, I might be able to pull that and be like, yo, bro, if you got friends in that space, I'm looking to expand into the fighting space in terms of training on my end. So it's like you never know, but people who grow always grow.
They always grow.
So it's like
eventually they find their lane.
But you realize when you're in the space of surrounding yourself, people grow, the room just gets smaller and smaller. And in those spaces, you realize that networking becomes a lot easier.
Networking is everything.
Yeah, nah. So it's like networking.
So that's everything.
Like I don't really like the original sense of the word with networking because I feel like it can come off a little corny, especially younger dudes like who kind of like got a chill demeanor because it feels fake. But when you genuinely surround yourself with people who are walking forward, it's a lot easier to do that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm not sitting here trying to fake the funk and trying to like come up. I'm actually talking to you because like you actually got some interesting shit going on. And it's like, all right, like, well, you just cool people. Like, keep me in the loop. Like, if you ever in this city or like if you ever working with these people, like da da da. And you'll realize it's very quickly things come full circle. Very quickly, they come full circle.
Definitely. You know, in my opinion, it don't even sound corny though because networking is everything.
No, it's not corny at all. But I think a lot of people
they
can get weird with networking, especially people who just are. I think it's funny enough. I think people who are socially adept sometimes find networking weirder than people who struggle with social interactions a little bit more. Because
well, that makes sense. Some people are
because it feels disingenuous. Yeah. Because they're like the type of person where people kind of just naturally flow to them. So if they're going into spaces looking to meet people, it almost feels like they faking it immediately. So like when I was younger, like there would be times where people be like, yo, go in that space, and I would feel fake as shit. Like on some like, all right, bro, I don't know nobody here, and I'm just smiling. And I hate this. Like on some like, I'm feeling like, yo, like this is just weird, bro. But one, it gets less weird. The more you do anything, the better you get at it. So it's a skill. So,
but it's also this too, right? It's also this too. Like, eventually, people gotta like again get out the cage and work on public speaking. You know, because you want to introduce yourself the proper way. Hey, Joe, how you doing, man?
Like it's confidence. Come back to confidence. Like I'm like, you just gotta be confident enough to just like nobody. You shouldn't have fear of no human.
No.
Like ain't nobody better than nobody. Rich, poor, to me, it don't matter. Like what you got going on. So there should never be like an objection to conversation. But at the same time, like don't put yourself in disingenuous spaces for the sake of the come up because people can't smell bullshit. And that is something that I feel like is huge in the networking space, especially when you start getting there. You're in those rooms that you was like striving to get into, you realize there are people in those rooms who are just trying to come up. And like that's common. There's an asshole in every room. Like, but like at the same time, it's like finding yourself in those spaces and then actually just genuinely aligning with people who just actually like that tends to just work 10 times better than just trying to just be cool with everybody. You can't please everybody.
You're surrounded by people that will maybe possibly turn into family one day.
No, yeah, I truly believe like a small inner circle is 10 times better than having 100,000 friends on the internet. Like I don't know.
Oh yeah,
like on some like
yeah.
I can have 100,000 acquaintances, but none of them are gonna pick up the phone for me if it mattered in an emergency. So it's just like I'd rather even in the networking spaces just align myself with people I actually mess with. Because like you'll realize that like you'll grow even faster because I'm not having these weird like what do you want to say transactional relationships. Like if I got a real genuine relationship with someone and they work in a space that they can help me, if they have the opportunity to help somebody who's in my line, they'll just call me. Like I get calls all the time at this point in my career where people just like, yo, Spoon, you want to take this job? And I'm just like, yeah, that sounds nice because I'm gonna get paid and I get to do some cool shit. Also, I might see my homie. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like just like
it's a win-win for you.
Yeah, just being able to move that space. But it's a skill. Like learning how to like build that skill is important. But also just be genuine and type shit. Like don't force it. Like never force it. Yeah. If you don't like something, just walk away.
It's not hard to walk away, y'all.
This is what I'm saying.
I feel like some people, you know what's crazy, Joe? My homie just got into a situation the other day where he was interacting with one of his friends, I don't know, something like that. But they got into like a disagreement, and they were trying to figure out how to like resolve like the problem. But it's the thing too. He did something fucked up. Excuse my language, and the other one did something fucked up too, right? And I'm just like, okay, but y'all just gotta stay beefing, or y'all actually like want to squash it? You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, nah, Nick, but I don't want to let him go. And I'm like, okay, I've been there too, but if he genuinely did something that hurts your feelings, you gotta let those people go, especially if they're not apologetic.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was like, communication is key first. I would say like people who can't communicate are best avoided until they learn that skill. Just for the sake of like everything boils down to communication in all aspects of everything to a certain extent. Business is communication. People like I actually talk about that often. I truly believe that business, like the space of business, whether it's your business or working in business for other people, it's personal relationships. That's like 95% of business. It's like, do I like you enough to do business with you? That's how you get paid. Do I like you enough to hire you? Do I like you enough to hire you for that gig and bring you on the staff? Do I like you enough to give you this position? Like, do I like you enough to give you this lease on this building because you trying to build your shit out? Like, so it's like having that communication factor is massive in all aspects of life.
Communication,
friendships and romantic relationships, family relationships, communication. Like learning how to talk to people is something that I feel like is a lost art to a certain extent with a lot of shit that we deal with in 2025, 2026. So like communicate first. But if you can't get there, like walk away. Like I think that's something that as people, especially like in the society we in that we struggle with too, is like letting shit go. And like I said, that's like spinning back on like blind faith. I think that's part of that blind faith stuff. Like having faith in something gives you the freedom to just let shit go. Because I have faith things will just work out. No matter what's going to happen. Like on some like, all right, like this might be effed up couple weeks. It's going to be good. I ain't going to die. Like that conversation is way healthier than like panicking trying to save it sometimes. Sometimes you do got to fight and save it. But sometimes just going like, I mean, I ain't going to die. I'm just let that go. Like, I try. And then if you're trying and it's not working, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So if it's not working, don't be insane. Let it go. You'll find that, like, especially relationships, human relationships, if you let things go early, usually they'll spin back faster. So it's like, romantic, personal, like, if I just walk away from you, you probably just going to be like, damn. And you might have a moment with yourself and have to deal with that. Like, on some, like, I'm not even going to sit here and argue with you. Like, communicate,
it's not worth it,
but
bro.
also be willing.
It's not worth it.
also be willing to not abandon things, but be willing to walk away from things that aren't servicing you. Yeah, like if it don't service you, you don't need to live in it. Like no, it's dead. I know some like I remember you, bro. Like if you call me, I pick up, but I ain't calling you. Like on some like that, and that's fine. That's healthy. That's called being a human being. Also, you gotta align yourself with things that are pushing you forward. So like if you sitting there fighting with your homie and it's stressing you out that much, you probably not doing your shit. Respectful. So it's like
just like what I said, bro.
Exactly. So it's just like balance it out. Yeah.
Balance it out. That's all. So wow, that's a long combo. Oof.
I mean, yeah.
But back to fitness. What's a failure, setback that actually helped shape you as a coach?
I got too many. I love failure. That's a weird statement, but I actually really.
I do too.
I really enjoy the process.
I do too. Let me tell you why. Because, and people sleep on this. They think it's easy. They think success is easy if it gets handed to them. Success is not gonna get handed to you.
Never gonna
Failure.
Gonna get handed to you every day.
Yes.
Shit. What? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no. I like failure because failure is a.
It's a way of bouncing back and showing people that I went through hell to get here. You know, and everybody loves an underdog.
To a certain extent, I think there's a mental thing that, like a chip on your shoulder thing that comes with failure. I'm not even tripping off that too much. So I think for me, the coolest thing about failure is if you truly fail at something, you learn two things. One, you tried, and two, I don't gotta do that shit no more. I think that's the most beautiful shit in the world. Like on some like sometimes you sitting here and you running at a problem and you got this plan in your head, it's like, yo, it gotta be this. And then like you try it and it just don't work. You try it again and it don't work. I look at that like, oh, I'm lit because I never got to do that again. Like, let's just figure out something new now. Like, yeah, now I got to go through the process of being uncomfortable and adapting.
If that don't work out, just take a different route.
But it's like, also at the same time, I'm happy because I'll never make that mistake again if I listen. Like, I think mistakes are beautiful things if you open your ears to them. Like, and I think most people don't open their ears to their mistakes because mistakes are uncomfortable. So it's like, mistakes are lit, bro. What? I love failure. Failure is the greatest shit ever because it puts you in a position, one, to bounce back, but two, it puts you in a position to just learn something.
Yeah.
Like you talk about growth and like being a perpetual learner and like always growing and stuff like that. Failure is the catalyst for growth. You have to fail to grow.
You gotta fail.
Like I say that shit jokingly in a lot of my group fitness classes, but I say this all the time. You gotta suck to be great.
Exactly.
Like you have to suck. Like if you want to be great at something, you gotta suck first.
You gotta suck.
Michael Jordan, the first time he touched the basketball, probably sucked. Like granted,
and you know what?
God-given gift was there.
Even baseball.
Yeah, no, the God-given gift was there. Clearly, he ended up being the greatest to ever do it. But the first time he ever did it, he probably was ass. And like no one thinks about that. Like 7-year-old Michael Jordan shooting in his driveway for his first time probably was bricking shit. Like really though. Like on some as a 7-year-old kid shit. Like, but you gotta suck to be great. So,
gotta suck to be great. And then look, that motivates you to just develop your skills.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's what I'm saying. Just push you forward. Failure is a push forward, but you gotta be open to it. Like I said. 100%.
Oh yeah, got to. And everybody just believe in your craft.
Yeah,
just believe in your craft. Because if you're not gonna believe in your craft, then like you're gonna go through a lot of setbacks. Confidence is key. Confidence is key. Right. So Joe, to wrap it up, when people look back at your career, what do you hope they say about Joe? Legacy-wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's like?
It's funny. I was actually just having this conversation a couple weeks ago with my homie. I'm gonna try to be tight with this.
Okay. Yeah.
I think as a strength and conditioning coach, I'm a strength and conditioning coach. So I'm a weight.
Yeah, totally.
I'm a gym rat. I'm a dungeon. I call myself a dungeon baby. Like I'm not front line. Like even in the pro spaces, like at the NBA level, I'm behind the front. I'm behind the front line at the game. Like your strength coach is at the game, but he's behind the front row. So it's like my face was never a part of this equation. So in terms of legacy, I don't have aspirations of being like known from a public eye standpoint. I think I would rather just
not from a public eye standpoint.
I think for me, legacy, like the legacy I'm looking for is that I've affected enough change in the lives that I have in front of me that when I go, and I don't mean like this earth, but like whenever I leave this space, that there will be a massive hole that will be left behind. As shitty as that sounds, but not at the local level. In the sense of like, all I care about is my people. Like, and that's not to say I don't care about nobody else. I very much care about like the whole world and shit like that. But at the same time, I think that for me as a strength and conditioning coach, my legacy, like the dream, would to be that I got to the point where I own my own shit. I don't answer to nobody but myself. I got my own facility. All my guys have succeeded in the ways that they see fit. Their success is their success, so just pushing my guys in their direction. And if damn near everybody that I worked with was able to accomplish the goals that they set out in their mind before I end my career, and I feel like I'm wrong. So I just want to leave the space and like people in the space felt it. But I don't really give a shit about people knowing like that. Like I said, like I feel like a strength coach, being famous ain't the goal. It should never be the goal.
No,
so like it's
not.
Just like like if I'm known in my community, that's a beautiful thing. So like I think
that's
my
what I mean.
is
Knowing in your community
is being a presence and a high respected presence in my community.
Like you don't got to be a global icon to have a legacy. No.
I don't even want that, but like definitely being respected and like known in the community, having presence in the space, so that like the departure is a departure. Like I think everyone deserves a farewell tour in their own way, wherever that looks for like the space. But like my farewell tour could just be a single moment where I'm just like, yo, I'm out of here. But like everyone who really was there gonna be like, damn, that was a ride. Like that was some shit. Like that was a moment. Like we was here.
You know?
Like that's how.
That's where you take the moment to self-reflect. Like damn.
Yeah, no. Like I just want to have enough stories that my grandkids just ain't never gonna have something to they never gonna be bored. That's the goal. Just to have enough life experiences, life moments where I just be the lit old dude. I'm cool with just being a little old guy. That's cool. Tell stories and shit like that. 100%.
Sure.
But yeah, I think that's what I see my legacy. Just like I was here, I worked, I owned it, I own my own shit, and I helped as many people get their shit done. Yeah, that's it. I'm simple.
Like I said, you don't got to be a global icon to leave a legacy. At the end of the day, you a legacy isn't defined by fame. It's defined by heart and grit.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. It's like success is undefined because success is individual.
Exactly.
Like it's just like ain't no individual. There's no singular definition for success because my success and your success will just be different. If it's success, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Success to me looks like being 65 on an island somewhere with
over your beach house.
Well, yeah, with a wife. If I decide to have some kids and the kids running around the beach and I'm
eating good.
Nothing. I don't care about it. To me, that's success, bro. That sounds like a beautiful thing.
So, that is success.
But to a lot of people, though, to success is nothing.
But like to them, especially in my generation, success is money, fame, flashy cars.
And look, I'm not
verified on Instagram.
I'm not even going to judge you if you look at success like that, because like that's your prerogative.
That's your prerogative.
My success is gonna look different. So like I said, like for me, my legacy is that I did all the things I wanted to do. That's it. It's about me. And as weird as that sounds,
respect to you, fam. Yeah.
As much as that's about me, I know that for me, I need to do for others because that's the purpose that I was brought here for. So it's like, all right, as long as I accomplish the purpose, I'm cool. I ain't tripping out.
Hey, Joe, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, you know, again, your energy, your discipline, your purpose speak loud. And to everyone watching who feels unmotivated and tired, never wait for perfect conditions. You start where you're at and build from there.
Ain't no such thing as a perfect day.
No such thing. No such thing. And if you think there's a perfect day, do me a favor. Come on, man.
Your best day has some shit.
Snap back to reality.
I say that all the time. Your best day in your whole life has some shit in it. Because you took a shit. At least. Basically. Be honest. At least baseline. That's what I'm saying. Even your best day had a little bit of shit in it. That's stupid, but it makes a lot of sense. That's what I'm saying.
No, for sure.
But yeah,
hey, bro, I appreciate you.
No doubt, brother. Catch you.